We here at Third Mario Brother Incorporated would like to extend our deepest apologies to any Canadians who were offended by the content on my last video, and any Minotaurs who have likewise been offended by any of these intros. We are truly sorry. Hello, Third Mario Brother, I am everyone. Welcome back to Voxatron. In the last episode, why am I doing an intro like this? Because it's just Voxatron. But anyway, let's go ahead and move down to some BBS levels. It's been a little while since I played this, so there are some updates to the game, which I have not, played yet, which I'm a little bit curious about. So let's go ahead. Which one of these sounds good? Aperture Tribute, we'll take that one on in perhaps a moment for you Portal fans out there, but let's go ahead and go with Minion Story, because that sounds cute. I have a little crab-looking thing that's actually a little bit disgusting and terrifying, but hey, this is my story, and I was the one who elected to play it, so it is entirely my fault whether or not I'm grossed out by this thing. So let's go ahead and destroy the snail here. And it still makes the strangest noise when you hit it. That's really like... I don't know what... Whoa. We have an awfully colorful palace that we're not entering, apparently. And a slightly phallic drawing on top, but that's okay. I don't know. The noise the snail makes is still, like, the strangest thing to me, but, I don't know. Perhaps it's just a minor gripe or something. I don't know. Can I get on top of these trees and maybe walk into the palace? Or do I need to get a key somewhere? Come on. Okay, I jumped on one just a second ago. Let's see if I'm agile enough to do it again. Evidently not, so am I doing something wrong here, or... Oh, I just didn't walk far enough, evidently. Okay, so left or right? It doesn't seem that well, I don't know, is that an arrow turned on its side? The one that's, like, right in front of me right now? I don't know. Whoa. Okay, let's go... Game? Alright, I guess we're not going to the left. I have no idea what's going on there. Perhaps it's because I'm playing with a joystick right now, and... Is that... Okay, I couldn't tell if that was a tongue or what that was sticking out of me, but apparently that's what the Sword of Fortune looks like in reality. Not just a few pixels being... or voxels, rather, being swung in front of your character, but no, like... that. Whatever that was. It doesn't seem very fortunate to have that sword, but whatever. Anyway, we're back outside this palace again, and we can return and maybe see what's in the middle and almost walk off the edge. Yeah, I think it's because I'm playing with a joystick rather than... Whoa! Rather than a, D-pad or anything, that my controls are a little bit wonky right now. Hey, look, a key. So let's go ahead and destroy these guys with the key we've just picked up, because they don't deserve to live, although they were just guarding property that ultimately was theirs and I have no right to. Because I'm an American, I can do whatever I want. This is a pretty interesting structure here. I don't know if it took a whole lot of effort to make. It looks like a bunch of blown up voxels were just sort of slapped on top of each other, but it looks kind of cool nonetheless. Anyway, hey, we have music, and we have 14,000 little blue buddies that are suddenly not my buddies at all. Oh god, get out of here. No, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, Sword of Fortune, let's... Ah, no, I wasted it. Come on, alright. Stilt monsters. I don't care what other additions have been added, I guess, to the game while I was gone. These are still the most terrifying possible monsters that anybody could ever create, and the maker of this game is totally sadistic for ever making them. I don't know. Am I being overdramatic about it when I'm saying stilt monsters all deserve to die regardless of their origin or actual intentions? Perhaps they just want to make a little voxelated friend. I just want to rip their little voxelated heads off, though, so whatever. Anyway, what is this, a throne? Are we servile to our king? This is a Minion story, after all. Okay, sure, whatever that was. I'm gonna go through here, and suddenly it's winter. Ugh. Stumbling over my words. I don't know how many of you are Let's Players or active recorders in my audience, but every once in a while, after... Wait, did I just get teleported back in front of the place? Do I have to start all over again? Please tell me I don't. This kind of looks awfully familiar. Yes, oh god, it is. And here's the palace again. Am I getting lost or am I doing something wrong? I really have no idea. Alright, let's give it one more shot. Can I make it in the left door, please? Oh, I almost made it. One more shot, and then I'm done with this level, for I have exhausted all of my patience with minionship. Let's go this way this time. I hope it's not one of those levels where there's, like, one correct way to do everything, because... Oh, those levels aren't necessarily lame. They can be done really well, like that one, Samurai Warrior level that I played forever and a half ago that I have no idea how ooh, I was already max life, whoops. That I have no idea how I remembered. That was pretty linear, I think, but it was really well decorated, and all the fights were fun and not too, like, dense and not too spaced out either, so I don't know, I liked it. Anyway, it looks like we're gonna be taking on a thing, but apparently not. Once again, however, we might murder these people with no remorse and accidentally pick up build instead of just keeping the Sword of Fortune like I wanted. I don't know, is the build power-up intrinsically useful for anything, or is it just sort of like, I really need some health right now? Oh boy. Is the build power-up actually useful for anything, or is it primarily just like, an aesthetic thing or a toy sort of thing? I don't know. Either way, I'm doing this entirely incorrectly, so let's go ahead and destroy as many of these little buddies as we can before we get up here to try to lose our Sword of Fortune immediately again. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I like to keep my possessions for more than 4 seconds at a time. And evidently that is a whimsy that shall never be fulfilled. Does whimsy even work there? I don't know. I've never learned the English language once in my life. Fortunately, we can go through here one more time. And what was the path I took last time that led me back outside? I think it was the middle path. So let's take one of the ones that's actually guarded by a Minotaur and take the right path. Or don't. Alright. Maybe we have to kill these enemies first to be able to get through there or something. Or maybe this just loops forever and it was an incomplete level. I don't know. I'm sorry if the author of this level is watching this and is terribly disappointed by my completely uninformed playing, but... Oh, this goes on? Or does it? I've trapped myself in a prison eternally. Or not. Okay. Well, let's give it one more shot with the portal on the left. And have absolutely nothing happen to us. Are we alone in this wasteland? Are we stuck here forever? Or are we stuck in a time loop? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Alright, as promised, I was planning on doing a couple more levels this video, but unfortunately I had to leave everybody hanging because it didn't seem like that level was complete, or maybe I'm just dumb. Let's go ahead and try the Aperture Tribute. Alright. This does not look like a science laboratory at all, unless I'm terribly uninformed when it comes to Portal. Okay, here we go. This is looking a little bit more familiar. Is this just going to be a gauntlet-style enemy fighting thing? That kind of appears to be the case, which, whatever. So long as I got my trusty Sword of Fortune and look like a cute little chibi samurai thing, I'm okay. I can face any challenge. Whoa, you can adjust the camera now, apparently. Suddenly, a helicopter spots Voxatron and starts firing missiles at him. I wouldn't suppose that's a thing that you can do at this point, but hey, we can see my, my head. I look really good from this angle, man. I should be a vertical model. Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. Apparently, hand model itself is, like, a viable job. One can make their living off of rotating their hands sensually in a commercial or something, but that perhaps is not one of the... oh, okay. That perhaps is not a life that I would want to live. I would want to live a life collecting keys and completing tests for slightly sadistic and pedantic robots. Okay, what are you doing, Mr. Pig, guys? I haven't encountered any new enemies yet, and these and the stilt monsters are still the threatening one, the most threatening ones that I can think of in this game, but that's okay. Maybe we'll, continue to find more as the level progresses. I wonder how long this is. How many test chambers are portals 1 and 2 composed of? I really don't remember. And if this is gonna stick true to the original games, then it had better have exactly whatever number that might be. Or just a few, because when Voxatron levels drag out, tends to not be the best of things. But, oh. No escape. I'm terrified of these little orange beavers that you've sent at me. No escape. It's like 2 words or something. Man, couldn't you have made the font a little bit smaller? Creator of level guy. Oh, I lost my Sword of Fortune. Man, it's so disappointing when you lose your Sword of Fortune, except it's like the most overpowered thing in the game, so... I guess good things must die as well. So let's go ahead and destroy these little mice or rats or... I'm not entirely sure what those are supposed to be. I think they're just, like, pieces of the golem, but the blue ones that spawn themselves are, like, rats or something. Either way, let's go ahead and click this, and suddenly we need help. No, it has, like, paintings all over the wall or whatever, just like the games. I swear if there's a cake is a lie reference, I'm either going to cry or... I'll probably just cry. But I'll wait until after the video, because who would want to see that, honestly? Go to her chamber. Oh boy, are we fighting GLaDOS? Gladys, as I like to call her, because that sounds much more refined. Not quite. It doesn't look like... I don't know. Last time I played Portal 2 was with Zelda Master 2010, and our combined intelligence was good enough to get us through, like, one level or something like that. So I'm not entirely sure with all the Let me start over. I'm not entirely familiar with all the scenes of that game, and especially not the first game, because I'm even less familiar with that one. So let's just run from all our troubles and walk the red carpet, because we are truly a voxelated celebrity who also likes... or walk staircases, apparently. Can I, like... Okay, apparently I can just walk full speed. I was concerned for a moment that it might have, Is this a wall designed to keep me in that? I was concerned for a moment that I might have walked off the edge there, but that's all water under the bridge now, or water to the left of the bridge created by staircases, because apparently we're just stuck here fighting these guys, which is a-okay in my book, except that guy does not take kindly to people shooting in his face, which is understandable, but man, come on, I'm so, like... Ooh, triple shot, I forgot what that was. If you can't tell, it's been a long while since I played Voxatron as well, so let's go ahead and murder everything in sight, because there's been a distinct lack of that in my life recently. So I got the key, and has anything spawned over here? Yes, a glowy thing! That's my favorite kind of thing. And I hear more music, suggesting more adventure ahead. And I am getting life. And do I want a triple shot, or do I want a Sword of Fortune? See, Sword of Fortune's more powerful, but you can lose it easily. And because I suck at video games, and my control scheme is, like, flipped from the last time I played this, I'm gonna stick with the boy, this was a bad idea. Was gonna say I was gonna stick with the triple shot, but, in retrospect... maybe shouldn't have. Go! Yes! Blue text on the ground, who I've always trusted for the entirety of my life. I shall listen to you and lose my Sword of Fortune. Or not. Whoa. She is here. That's a very, very direct way of telling me what I'm doing at the moment. And I can't fire straight, apparently. Have I had one too many voxelated beers? I'm not sure. Either way, we've returned to the outside and gained our freedom from the robot... she, unnamed, just random pronoun of evil. Thank you all for watching this episode of Voxatron. Hopefully that first level wasn't too much of a letdown, and that looks like a rupee on the roof of that little gazebo thing, and I am now a qualified scientist. See you guys next time.